President Donald Trump thrust a high-stakes legal saga into the national spotlight during a White House press conference.
From what I read, I don't know, he didn't tell me that, but I'd read some little bit nasty statements in the paper all of a sudden, you know.
By addressing the possibility of pardoning Sean Diddy Combs, the hip-hop icon facing a federal trial for sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. His calculated remarks have ignited a complex narrative of personal ties, a bitter rivalry, and profound questions about the intersection of power and justice. This story, unfolding with unrelenting intensity, reveals the intricate dynamics of influence, loyalty, and accountability in America's elite circles. The question came from a reporter referencing Trump's past friendship with Combs.
You mentioned once in 2012 that Diddy was a good friend of yours back then. He has since found himself in some very serious legal trouble.
Yeah, that's true.
Notably captured in a 2012 Apprentice episode where Trump praised Diddy as a friend. "I'd need to review the case thoroughly," Trump said, his tone measured.
But I'd read some little bit nasty statements in the paper all of a sudden, you know.
No formal request has been made, but people are talking about it. He acknowledged their once close bond, stating, "Sean was a big supporter years ago, but politics drove a wedge between us. This deliberate ambiguity, neither endorsing nor dismissing a pardon, has sparked intense speculation, especially given Combs' potential life sentence if convicted, and has drawn fierce opposition from Curtis 50 Cent Jackson." 50 Cent, Combs' longtime rival, took to Instagram with a mission, posting, "I'm reaching out to Trump directly. He needs to know what Diddy's been saying." He shared a video of Combs criticizing Trump during the 2020 election, urging voters to get him out of office. Their feud, rooted in a 2006 Hot 97 interview where Combs dismissed 50 Cent's street credibility, has now escalated into a political crusade. 50 Cent's Netflix docuseries, announced after Combs' September 2024 arrest, aims to dissect Diddy's downfall, promising to amplify the voiceless. He clarified his stance, saying, "I'm not starting a war, just ensuring Trump knows the full history," after media outlets amplified his comments. In a follow-up post, he emphasized, "This isn't personal, it's about loyalty," referencing Combs' public criticisms of Trump in a 2017 Revolt TV interview where he called Trump's policies harmful. Combs' trial, ongoing since May 12, 2025 in a Manhattan federal court, is a focal point of national attention. He faces 5 charges, with prosecutors alleging he orchestrated a criminal enterprise built on coercion, exploitation, and abuse. Cassandra "Cassie" Ventura testified about years of alleged control, including forced participation in freak-off events involving hired escorts. Former assistant Capricorn Clark recounted a 2011 incident where Combs, enraged over Cassie's relationship with rapper Kid Cudi, allegedly threatened, "We're going to take care of this guy." A 2024 hotel surveillance video showing Combs assaulting Ventura in a Los Angeles hotel hallway has become a cornerstone of the prosecution's case, drawing widespread condemnation across media platforms. Courtroom testimony has unearthed a series of disturbing incidents. Former Bad Boy employee Gina Rodriguez described a 2009 Los Angeles nightclub altercation, where Combs allegedly struck a staff member over a dispute about his entourage's behavior. Music producer Stevie J detailed a 2015 studio incident where Combs reportedly threatened an engineer, saying, "You'll pay for crossing me." Stylist Lila recounted a 2016 fashion event where Combs berated a junior designer to tears over a scheduling error. Over 70 civil lawsuits filed since November 2023 accuse Combs of sexual misconduct, painting a decades-long pattern of alleged abuse. Defense attorney Alexandra Shapiro has pushed for a mistrial, arguing the prosecution relies on unreliable and biased witnesses. The jury, composed of 8 men and 4 women, is expected to deliver a verdict by July 2025. Trump's pardon history provides critical context. He's granted clemency to 237 individuals, including rappers Lil Wayne and Kodak Black in 2021, for weapons charges, according to a 2025 Justice Department report. "If I see an unfair case, I take action," Trump said, emphasizing impartiality over personal ties. His history with Combs, seen at the 1997 opening of Combs' restaurant Justin's, a 2005 Trump Tower party, a 2008 UNICEF gala, and a 2010 Mar-a-Lago event, suggests a personal connection. Their relationship fractured when Combs labeled Trump divisive in a 2016 BET interview and campaigned against him in 2020. Trump's comment that some are close to asking for a pardon, reported by Reuters on June 3, 2025, points to private discussions, though no formal request has been filed. Public sentiment on X is sharply divided. One user wrote, "Trump's keeping himself in the headlines, as usual." Another questioned, "Why float a pardon for someone facing these charges?" Supporters like Duke Tanner, pardoned in 2020 for drug trafficking, defend Trump's judgment. He sees through the system's flaws. Critics argue it undermines the trial's gravity, with one post stating, "This is about who's got Trump's ear, not fairness." The cultural stakes are immense, as Combs' Bad Boy Entertainment, which launched icons like Mary J. Blige and the notorious B.I.G., faces a tarnished legacy under the weight of these allegations. Additional incidents have bolstered the prosecution's case. In 2023, former driver Michael Ruiz alleged Combs forced him to transport illegal substances across state lines, a claim central to the racketeering charge. A 2017 lawsuit from ex-chef Alicia Torres, later refiled, described a hostile work environment at Combs' studio, including harassment and unpaid overtime. Former nanny Jane Roe testified about a 2018 incident at Combs' Holmby Hills estate, where she was pressured to sign an NDA after witnessing questionable conduct. A 2019 intern, Tara, claimed Combs demanded loyalty tests that crossed ethical boundaries, including inappropriate personal tasks. Former security guard Israel Flores described a 2010 party where Combs allegedly coerced staff into silence about illicit activities. Event planner Mark recounted a 2014 incident where Combs reacted aggressively to a logistical error, creating a climate of fear. Further testimony has added depth to the allegations. In 2012, former intern James alleged Combs threatened him over a missed deadline, saying, "You don't know who you're dealing with." A 2017 club promoter, Sarah, testified that Combs pressured her to overlook illegal activities at his events, threatening her career. A 2020 assistant, Kevin, claimed Combs demanded excessive control over staff schedules, fostering a toxic work environment. A 2013 incident, detailed in court, involved Combs allegedly intimidating a bad boy artist who collaborated with 50 Cent, warning, "Choose your side carefully." A 2015 marketing coordinator, Lisa, described Combs' aggressive reaction to a failed promotional campaign, alleging he threw documents and demanded absolute compliance. 50 Cent's campaign amplifies the cultural stakes. His docuseries aims to contextualize Combs' fall within hip-hop's broader history, drawing parallels to cases like R. Kelly's. Court testimony cited a 2010 confrontation where Combs told 50 Cent's manager, "I don't play games. I handle business my way," underscoring their deep-seated tension. 50 Cent's claim that Trump values loyalty above all targets the president's personal code, aiming to sway his decision. He's also referenced a 2009 nightclub dispute where Combs allegedly disrespected a mutual associate, further fueling their animosity. The trial's implications extend beyond the courtroom. Prosecutors argue Combs leveraged his empire to enable crimes, while the defense calls it a coordinated attack. A June 4, 2025, AP report notes Trump's team is actively monitoring the case, but no clemency decision is confirmed. Additional testimony includes a 2011 stylist, Emma, who alleged Combs pressured her to procure escorts for private events, and a 2019 publicist, Ryan, who claimed Combs threatened to blacklist him for refusing to manipulate media coverage. These accounts, combined with the civil lawsuits, suggest a systemic pattern of control and intimidation spanning decades. This saga raises profound questions about power and accountability. Can personal ties override legal consequences? Will 50 Cent's advocacy influence Trump's decision? As Combs' fate hangs in the balance, the trial and pardon speculation expose America's complex power dynamics. The story of a fallen mogul, a defiant rival, and a president wielding immense authority captivates the nation, revealing the fragile line between influence and justice in a world where fame and politics intertwine. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up, share it with friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this.